Comic 19 and 100. I said that wrong. Comic 119. 119. Ugh. Is this just going to get more complicated the further we go into 3 digits? It's a good thing I didn't get to 1,000. Julie's here, dude. We're going out for a nice meal. No party, remember? Sure, whatever. Gotcha. I've got tons of other stuff to do to move in, Kenny. I've got to bring my gear into my room, unpack everything, set it all up in there. I couldn't have a party tonight if I wanted to. The only gear you moved in was a jar of pickles, and don't think that isn't hard to set up properly. He probably wouldn't have said it that way. How would Jeff have said that last line? And don't think that isn't hard to set up properly. Yeah, he probably wouldn't have emphasized different, sort of put annotated, what's that? Staccato. Oh, pulling out the old music references. Even though that's not a very complicated one. I did go through a music program, played in the band 6-7 years. If you include grade 6, but it's not really playing in the band then. It's just sort of sitting there and breathing through a large metal hose. The only gear you moved in was a jar of pickles. That, I think, is... Since it's not an exact reference, I don't think I can call it an homage. So I've stolen that joke, or at least a concept of that joke, from The Simpsons, which was Otto, where he said, "Oh, can I get my stuff?" He said, "All I found in there were a couple of old cycle magazines and a jar of mustard." Otto says, "Wow, I have mustard?" So it's just kind of, it's just that minimalist, can't be bothered growing up, doesn't actually live like a real grown-up just yet type of reference. So I went with jar of pickles instead of jar of mustard. But then I sort of talked about get my gear instead of get my stuff, right? So the thing is, I tried to mask the fact that I was making an homage. Probably. Jeff is still wearing his interesting Charlie Brown sweater. Kenny has changed into some sort of blank white t-shirt. I guess he likes wearing undershirts. Or I don't know, maybe it says something on the back. Maybe it says something like, I don't know, Nickelback Tour 2002. Do they tour? Oh, these are things that I don't want to know in my head. Couldn't have a party if I wanted to. Nope, no party. You got it. So he's feigning. Well, yeah, okay. You all know where this is going. It's quite obvious that he is going to have a party. It's going to be ridiculous. And, oh, I just remembered something awesome. Now I'm trying to remember if it's already happened. And I can't. Well, that was a fun segue. The party brings up the return of one of my favorite characters that just sort of showed up only ever in one panel, and it was... I don't even want to ruin it or spoil it. I'm kind of excited by it. But hopefully, no, it won't be tomorrow. It might be the next day. I'll try not to talk about it anymore. Let's talk about this current comic. And we're done. Yeah, there's not really much more to say about this. I'm kind of amused that everyone's always the same height. Kenny seems slightly shorter. Kenny and Julie seem about the same height, but they're slightly shorter than Jeff. Maybe a bit. I'm judging by chin heights. Top of the head is about the same, but everyone has a different long face. They're very sad people. Yeah, I think that's that really is all I got. So, comic 120 will be tomorrow.